Dazzle is a good hero for them if they need more heal and they want to 5-man up earlier as well. And there it is for Vega Squadron, Dazzle.
Well, Team Spirit are going to go back for the IO, and then the Drow. Wow, they're picking fast and furious. There's not been a whole heck of a lot of reserve time. What the hell are they doing?
Wow.
Radiant team ban.
Okay, there's a lot to analyze here. Just open your mouth and let the words flow forth with what you're thinking these teams are doing.
Team Spirit, we know Iceberg likes to play tiny. IO, good buddy with him. It's gonna be mid. I wonder what's gonna be mid for Vega Squadron. Probably a Weaver and Dazzle, or like they can put Weaver Ogre Magi, or they can pick mid hero and have Dazzle sitting behind him. Ooh.
Wow, and then the Bane taken as well. So they really have shored up their lanes quite a lot. Like Luna Bane is a really strong lane. Io Tiny obviously incredibly strong, and then Underlord can hold his own. So to me, I feel like this setup from Team Spirit is quite hard to deal with. I guess Ogre's no slouch either, though.
Yeah, the damage reduction and Bane plus Underlord on the off lane, he can do his thing. I want to see what Vega's gonna pick last, because it can be a Weaver off lane that they have a lot of options open still.
Do you, if you're looking at these strong lanes, think let's try and contest it, let's try and get aggressive, take fights, or do you think let's just see what we take down towers with our Weaver Drow Ranger combo? Do you like one of those two options better, or maybe a third that I'm not even talking about?
OD, well, OD with Drow Ranger pairs well because of the extra damage. It's gonna be Weaver on off lane. I guess they want to make pressure during the, let's say, 13 to 20 minute, even Drow Ranger.
Yeah, I mean, even OD can sometimes run into some trouble in that lane. Or rather, against a Tiny blinking in. Not to mention all the lockdown that you get from Bane. I feel like he's been making a resurgence in recent Dota 2. So cool to see that. But we're going to hop into the game right now. At least switch over the overlays. Game 2, Team Spirit facing off against Vega Squadron. Elimination match for Team Spirit and Vega Squadron. Potentially one game away from moving up into the lower bracket finals. We're going to hop into it now. All right, Lacoste, how are you feeling about the way that each of these teams has drafted? Is there a draft that you like more, you feel like is maybe a bit more stable?
Team Spirit lineups seem so strong. I just need to see how they're gonna do during the laning phase. They have a lot of everything. This time, yesterday they played Tiny, but they didn't have a good carry, and the carry was underfarmed, if I remember correctly. This time they have Luna, so it won't be everything on the shoulders of a Tiny.
I like these wards placed down as well by FNG in the lane. You know, you talk about needing to have that carry have a good time, and one of the ways to start that is by making sure that you get a good laning phase. And dropping this ward, Bane should be able to harass with pretty much impunity, and it's not a spot that's likely to get dewarded. So.
Yeah, he puts it a bit closer to his tier 1 tower. Usually people place it at the bottom so they can see more of the lane, but this way he makes sure it doesn't get denied.
Weaver off lane, something that's been becoming more and more of a tradition. What are the big things that you need to be worried about with this hero? Is there anything that he's particularly vulnerable to, or a timing where you can just try and really shut him down?
Yeah, on the early levels he can be easily shut down with a well-timed Nightmare, but this time he has a Precision Aura from Drow Ranger.
80 damage swap, particularly against a hero that doesn't really have a ton of HP to begin with, so Mag gonna have to be careful in this one. They just have one Sentry Ward though, so... Oh wait, they already have one down.
Yeah. Okay. Well, once FNG gets level 2, it's gonna be so easy to kill a Mag, and he doesn't have any Sentry Boards for Weaver.
Look at Sioma in the mid lane here, just applying the damage onto Iceberg. He is going to salve up, and in the meantime, we can see that Io is going to be able to get these double stacks off. So really effective use of the jungle to start, and should continue to see this throughout the game from Vanscore.
Yeah, he's gonna do that every 2 minutes because you can't stack every minute.
Absolutely not.
In the meantime, healing back up. Tiny, of course, just does now pick up his bottle. Had to take a little bit of damage from the creeps as well, and now he's actually just going to give the bottle charge to Iceberg exclusively until he gets that overcharge up. But bottom lane, we haven't talked about it a ton. It's Phobos versus Seneko and Ditya. Anything special in this lane to watch out for?
Oh, DK Phobos is gonna get a lot of XP, some last hits, because Ogre can harass, but once he uses his mana, he needs to go back, and the Drow Ranger can't out-harass Underlord.
Okay. Yeah, feels like maybe mid lane, particularly as you get those levels up on Iceberg, would be the one to watch for the tossbacks from Dazzle and all the other stuff. And Sioma is actually protecting a regen rune right now, and can see that Io checked the bottom spot, ends up picking up a bounty instead. Still going to be fine and dandy.
Yeah, G is gonna get that regen because he used all his... But you need to go first item against them, so they can't catch you. Because Tiny also goes for Boots of Speed.
And you can see also that Weaver has not opted for any points in the Swarm yet at just level 2. Sometimes we see Weavers go for that early point and then head off to the jungle. But for now at least, still a very scared Weaver at this point to come into lane. And FNG might end up starting to get the stacks going and clearing out those camps. But Io in the meantime, going to go for round 2 of this. Should be pretty easy, I think. Yeah, boom. Oh, come on. I believe. Oh, is it going to be there?
No.
Oh, that's frustrating. I'd love for that to happen.
Yeah, Underlord is level 3.5 on the bottom. He's doing okay work.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, yeah, Weaver just had to go to jungle. He was forced now. Iceberg.
Yeah, just a little toss back there onto Vanscore, and they were able to get him within tower range. That just seems like even like everybody who plays against Io Tiny in the mid lane knows that it's going to happen. There's just no way to stop it sometimes.
Yeah, he was caught a bit out of the position, was standing too far. Plus, OD doesn't have a Astral, not even 1 level. He went for that Arcane Orb and Aura build.
Ooh, Mag, maybe going to go down over here. They drop the extra Sentry Ward. They do find that kill. So things already looking a lot better for Team Spirit. They have already gotten the same amount of kills that they had at 40 minutes last game. So.
Yeah. Oh, Soniko. Let's see what he can do. Just using his club to harass Io.
What a guy. Snakeo's just going to run around and beat people. Not as much as of a playmaker, the Ogre, as compared to the Earth Spirit, but still quite good. If you're right now, you're Iceberg, are you feeling okay about this game? You're down about 6 CS to the OD, but you do still have those stacks to go back to in the jungle?
Yeah, he has stacks in the jungle, plus there's an Io, your companion, who's gonna be with you all the time, just heal you up, so he's fine. Just needs some levels.
Ooh, and FNG is also going to rotate in, fills back up Vanscore's bottle. And if they want to, they can try and set something up here. They need to hit an Avalanche, 2 points in Brain Sap as well as 1 in Nightmare. And the vision is going to be there. They spot out Bane, FNG playing it safe, so they're not going to be able to find it.
Yeah, but the OD is back on his hill. He knows something is up. Because you see the top lane, Weaver is just playing safe and Ogre is on top, and they're not trying to harass neither of them, so they know Bane is not on the lane.
Yeah, they realized it. They're going to try and go in now. BZZ manning up against Vega. Vanscore there to heal him back up. Good movement there to be able to TP in behind the trees. And now Seneko also in trouble. This is not something you were able to do previously, and he is going to drop. Vanscore finds that kill. 4-0 start. Vega hurting a little bit in this one.
Yeah, good rotation from Wisp, just healing that Luna. Bane just coming around, and meanwhile, Tiny just free farming on the mid lane. He is back on the track, same CS as OD.
I mean, just look at the map movement right now. You got 3 heroes from Vega that have been in the base and not really hitting creeps at all because they end up dying. Sioma's not able to get much. The lone sort of bright spot of this draft right now is Ditya, who's sitting on top of the CS and the net worth at this point.
Yeah,
Might be what
he's
it-
TPing top right now. They want to make a move. Draw Ranger is level 6. They want to make a kill, maybe even take a tower at top.
BZZ does have the Eclipse, and Van Score not there with them, but they do have the Nightmare available from FNG. Do they have a TP ready? IO doesn't have a TP either. This is really scary.
Eclipse is ready.
Oh, they're looking for it. FNG here. He's going to be the one that gets gone upon. Silence as well. They find that kill.
I know I should respect the dead, but first you have to earn it.
Yeah, that's how you play it. Draw Ranger TP is on top. Meanwhile, Dazzle gets some experience on bottom. Now he is on top as well. Gonna ward, and they want to force the tower. That's how you play with Draw Ranger.
I wonder, are they going to actually be giving these stacks over to the Luna eventually? She looks like she's heading off into the jungle, at least to take this medium one.
It's only one level of Moonglaive, so she can't farm that effectively. It's gonna be saved up for later, probably. It takes so much time to farm it.
Alright. In the meantime, though, the Radiant has been able to scout all this out. Really good vision into the enemy jungle. You can see this all throughout the top lane right now, so this is going to at least give them some insight as to when those stacks might start to be taken, and well, maybe even think about contesting them.
Yeah, that's how you play against Tiny, and when you know there's a Luna, and you take tier 1 tower down on their safe lane.
Finish off at least the start of this medium stack. It does have also his 1 point up in ulti, and this is going to give him a nice little acceleration towards that Blink Dagger.
Yeah, that's what they need. It's gonna be up in the next 1 minute probably. That Blink Dagger, it's really good timing, considering he has a Power Threads and Magic Wand, and that's the time when they want to make a move. Luna is level 7, almost 8. Eclipse still not used.
He's still a little ways away from that blink and does not want to get picked off, that is for sure. The thing that I'm a little bit afraid about, though, is this has been 2 tier 1 towers taken in the matter of just over 2 minutes. So Vega Squadron certainly have a nice push that can work out for them in spite of the sort of deficit in kills.
Yeah, it's Draw Ranger, obviously, with Bloodlust level 2. Plus you took tier 2 towers down, I mean 2 tier 1 towers down, and you give a lot of gold. I mean, Ogre has a mana boots at 9 minutes, that's really good. They want to make a move right now. Is there gonna be a smoke? Seems like they want to either mid or Roche.
They actually are just going to walk in this direction, and nobody's scouting them out yet. They literally just walked into Roche. So that's good. And doesn't look like they know. Or do they?
Helm of the Dominator is completed on the Drow Rangers, so she has that Centaur Conqueror, which has a stun, and you can always, it's always good to go in 2 seconds for enemy heroes, 3 for creeps.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, oh, Iceberg, you just walked into hell. Is going to end up getting relocated out last second. The Eclipse comes in as well. They're actually going to be able to take that one. Maybe going to be able to find a bit more. Roche is so low. They are going to be able to come back in just a second with the Iceberg really low. They want to try and find this kill. Mag is in here as well, and Iceberg trying to salve back up. They throw out the bugs, going to connect onto several. The Blink Dagger getting canceled right now by Iceberg, and they do end up snatching the Aegis. BZZ making it happen, and the Fiend script as well. They do get off, though. The Avalanche Toss combo onto G, not killing him off as of yet. They throw down the Sandy's Eclipse. Everybody's silenced now, trying to run away. BZZ might die, but will come back. 17 wand charges, actually. He should be able to stay alive through at least the first salvo. And with that, they end up taking it.
What a fight. There was a lot of stuff going on. Tiny initiating twice, good relocate from Io, healing him up, coming back in again. I was surprised no one tried to take Roche. It was a solo Weaver trying to kill Roche, then Luna just went in, and the last hit was for Radiant, but Luna got the Aegis.
Very
I'll
strange
take that.
engagement. It felt like I don't even know if necessarily that Tiny knew they were in there. Did he? Because like there wasn't wards in the area for them.
There were no wards. It was a blind blink in with a stun, but a good decision coming out from him.
Van score quick on the draw as well, as you mentioned. So bottom lane now. This is the gank train. You've got Fiend's or not Fiend's Grip, excuse me, Nightmare to start it off, and then relocate in as well. They drop the ward. They've got him there. Relocate coming. Mag in trouble, and that should be a kill.
What a play from FNG. First he places a sentry ward on the bottom side, then he sees Beaver ran out, so he places a observer ward so he can have a vision on him to put this nightmare on him.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, DK Phobos setting up Iceberg. They get the Fire Blast, so Blink Dagger disabled. He can't go back in as of yet. Very frustrating to play against that Ignite.
Yeah, Drow Ranger's level 10, and she has 200 damage with that Alpha Wolf.
Haste.
They need to be careful, not letting Drow Ranger to attack freely in the team fights.
Sioma is going to get the TP. No, excuse me, just going to get the Grave off, and looks to end up getting taken down nonetheless by Van Score. Nice play there to pick him up. And buys a TP. Definitely want to make sure you have one of those.
Always.
So, given the past couple of minutes and the way that it's gone, are you feeling like one team is maybe in a little bit of a stronger position, or do you think that both teams are still pretty happy with how it's all gone?
Seems like a pretty even game at this point. It's gonna depend a lot on the initiation, who's gonna get a better initiation. I expect Tiny, because he has a Blink Dagger, not much of initiation on the Vega Squadron.
Okay. We also do see... Oh, go for it.
They still have Aegis as well on Luna, plus Eclipse is ready.
And that relocate rate to come down bottom in a second. FNG is here with Fiend's Crypt, and this feels to me like it would be a really great time for them to fight, but they spot out Ditchy Ra and don't want to end up chasing it any further. Yeah,
if Team Spirit can show on the lanes with only Bane and Luna, and on the other hand they can just farm with IO Tiny, relocate, and Underlord can come with Dark Rift as well, so it's the surprise effect, just showing up simultaneously with 3 heroes.
Ooh, a little bit off on the gust there. Van Score going to get pulled back in. Nice relocate out before the Fire Blast hit. That probably would have been the death of him if Drow had just gotten a couple right clicks off there. A lot of damage he's dealing.
Yeah, Gust was on cooldown as well.
Well, FNG is kind of been, to me at least, the playmaker of this game. You've got the follow-up with the relocate, but it's all set up by him and his movement around the map, so kudos to him.
Yeah, that is correct. Really nice movement coming out from Bane. Good setups. We didn't mention OD so far. He's really farmed. Power Treads, 4 staff plus Hand of Midas being level 12. Highest level in the game right now, besides Underlord. And Luna. Just hit level 12, so...
Do you see G being able to do a lot in this game? He sometimes on an OD can suffer from lack of mobility. Do you think the 4 staff is going to be enough for him in these fights?
Yeah, he needs Pike, probably, next item into Blink Dagger, so he can position himself and maneuver. Plus he has Precision Aura, you can't underestimate that. Plus 37 damage, plus when the orb gets level 4, it's a lot of damage in the fights.
Well, and a big smoke play up towards the top lane. We do have 3 points up in Pit of Malice.
Oh, look at Luna killing that juicy stack.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, already has the Manta style completed, and they're also going to use the Shrine now. This is again a little bit scary as it looks like the fight is going to start, and well, they see the Midas was used, so Vega Squadron is going to get set up here in the top lane.
Yeah, I forgot one more thing when I was talking how big OD can get. He has Bloodlust as well, plus Alpha Wolf Aura.
comes the start of it. Firestorm, Seneko just going to back out a little bit. They got the relocate play coming in. They do get the gust this time. Nice little combo there, but Iceberg is going to have the blink dagger looking for the chase. He can toss one of his allies forward if he wants to, but needs to make sure that he's able to keep that vision and the smoke even for a little bit more. They're going to toss FNG. Nicely done onto Ditya Ra. Goes for the Shadow Boy play, but there's going to be the Sentry Ward drop down. Another big gust. Iceberg is going to be able to follow it up, though. One more punch, and they take it down.
Yeah, Weaver should die there. A bit of misplay from Mayo. There was a nightmare on him, but he hit him with a spirits, so he woke him up.
Radiant's top tower is under
That
attack.
would have been nice. Well, Vanscore maybe realizing that he ended up making a misplay, gonna unbind that key or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't end up happening, but they sent the IO back, kept the Tiny with them, but a really great team fight and showing how effective this lineup can be when you get the 5-man working.
Well, 5-man with both teams have a good 5-man, and though Team Spirit has a better one with mech completed on Underlord and IO heals with Earn Charges, Bottle, plus Luna Alt, bit of Malice.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Well, the TP to come back this way, Mag might have spotted it there and is going to run into Vanscore. Tries to bring him down, is going to be able to tether away at least for the moment to a creep, and now the TP rotation coming in from the Luna. Timelapse is backing away, realizing that was going to get too testy.
G spotted them. He knows they're coming for him, but TP is on cooldown. I hope they use the scan. Do they have it? Yeah, they do. It's ready. Alright.
It's one of those moments where you'd love to be able to do it, and well, now they ping out that there's people in the area. They're going to head back out and away. Vision game, it's worth noting that I think Vega Squadron have been doing a better job of getting that aggressive vision down this game, and they did a good job of it last game as well. Team Spirit also, a nice ward deep in the jungle. But we'll have to see how the next couple of minutes play out with smoke rotations, and also, of course, real kickings.
Yeah, both teams have good deep wards in enemy jungle, so they can see the movement where the smokes actually come out. But usually when the smoke comes out, you don't want to risk it. You place a sentry ward just to be sure that they don't see you.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
As this seemed to be the sort of tendency, at least this game, we're seeing another medallion picked up, this time for Mag, who's also now going to be going back for the Dragonlance. Do you like the casual medallion pickup for the Weaver?
Well, it's position 3 Weaver off lane. She lacked some damage, and there's a lot of damage coming out from Precision Aura, plus the Swarm, and the Draw Ranger hits so hard, plus OD. There's
Whoa, there's gonna be G, and Mag also controlled. Yeah, you let Iceberg get those kills. He's going to be feeding on you all game. They're coming back, though, and they run right into hell. Seneko is going to end up trying to find a kill. They're canceling the Blink Dagger of Iceberg, in a lot of trouble himself, and does have the Echo Saber, another Avatos combo. He can throw one backwards behind him if he wants to, but is going to get Dark Rifted in upon. They want to try and turn onto this. A nice play. Can they actually do it, though? They have the Eclipse out as well. Seneko already starting to drop low and is going to fall. Dominating spree there as Sioma is going to try and TP out. The toss a little bit off the mark, and they aren't going to be able to do it. As it looks like the chase for Ditya is going to continue. They have the Nightmare down, Vision there as well. Another Lucent Beam is available. They're going to wait for everybody to get in on the fun and action as, well, that's another kill going back their way. Team Spirit came to play.
Yeah, Team Spirit looking strong in this game. Well, at least Draw Ranger bought a Shadow Blade before she died. Meanwhile, Tiny also building a one after the tower he gets him, so it's gonna be easier to get a pick off on Dazzle or on a Weaver, maybe even on Drow Rangers, especially with that Echo Saber build. Yesterday we saw him playing Aghanim Scepter straight after the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, it was quite strong, and I think that this one is working out for them a little bit better in some ways, and now you're breaking down this tier 3 tower. No buyback on the Drow. Seneko gonna die, just ends up getting hit by that Pit of Malice, and they're taking your first lane of barracks at 20 minutes.
Yeah, Team Spirit had enough. 16 kills, 20 minutes, Rex is down.
Jeez. Oh,
Tiny wants to reinitiate.
Wants to go on him. Sioma is there. One right click would probably do enough and actually gets his Blink Dagger canceled. I think that if Mag didn't run through him at that point and Dazzle stuck around, they might have went for it.
That's one of the plays you want to make. When you kill the enemy Rexes, you go out and then maybe smoke in, or if you have a Shadow Blade or something, because enemy team don't expect that it will happen. It's kind of a surprise.
Now, apparently they still need to take these tier 1 towers, still standing in the mid lane. Not often that you see something like that, but... Oh, Ditchio walks through a sentry ward. They realize that Drow is there. Iceberg waiting to see if anybody else showed up, but they're going to sneak into Roast. This is a pretty bold, but I think needed play by Vega. Unfortunately, it is going to be scouted by this Alpha Wolf right away.
Yeah, plus Luna has a Hurricane Pike. She didn't went for straight Manta, just Yasha into Pike so she can position herself better after getting a Gust or getting focused by OD.
Oh, this could be really bad. The BZZ has Eclipse again if they wanted to go for it. They end up canceling the Pit of Malice. Good decision by Vega to back. They also got their Courier taken down. Another smoke play now. Vega, though, they are going to be able to get the ulti off. Still already able to bring down one. Seneko is dead. Ditchio in some trouble as well. The Eclipse damage and the right clicks coming out. They can't quite control him and bring him down, but there's the toss-up and the kill off by Iceberg.
Oh, Iceberg is chasing more. Dazzle doesn't have any sentries left.
Oh, no. Echo Saber proc, one Avalanche, and he's gone as well. And G tries to do it, but a nice blink out and away. Iceberg is not going to be denied. They're going to get this Aegis. They kill off 3, and it felt so easy.
Yeah, Team Spirit really doing it this game. Tiny picks up an Aegis. They have so much control in Bane, Underlord, and damage reduction. So even Glimmer Cape finished on Io. It's gonna be hard to fight for Vega right now. Plus Crimson Guard is up, plus Guardian Greaves on Underlord. So that right-click damage is hardly reduced.
I mean, Io also does have that Glimmer Cape as well, so even like the magical damage coming out from a Sanity's Eclipse or something isn't necessarily gonna be able to finish off the job. And now the 5-man from Team Spirit feeling quite hard to deal with.
Yeah, they wanna go take tier 2 tower top probably, or get a pick off with just showing up with relocate, setting up kills with a Tiny from Shadowblade who upgraded it to Silver Edge.
Oh my
He is
God.
in.
Iceberg. He doesn't care. Do they spot him here? They are going to... There's Ditchia, Ava, toss. Another right click. Oh. And there's the magical number. They take him down again. Sioma, Lucent Beam, just has to force out the Grave already. They have the Fire Blast there, but they really don't have any great follow-up. They find that kill as well. Toss back in one more. They buy back on Ditchiara, even if it's just for the damage, but Iceberg is hunted. He wants to go on him. He's going to go right away, but they have that Sentry Ward already down. On the rest of the fight, they throw out Sage Eclipse and kill off FNG. Snako trying to run away is going to go down. Triple kill for BZZ, and yeah, GG is just going to get called. Vega, they've had enough. G is going to hide, but their Ancient is going to fall. Ultra to end it. Why not?
Clean game from Team Spirit. They executed it really well. Tiny had the time of his life on mid, got some stacks, killed it, got early Blink Dagger on, and the early moments